Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Walk in Favor Network. I am your host, Pastor Casey. As I said, all this week I will be wearing gear from the NFL teams who will be drafting and in their draft order. All right, New York Football Giants, you got the third pick. Tell me this. Why did y'all go and get Jameis Winston and then a few days later go and sign Russell Wilson? I'm not understanding that. And you're probably going to draft Shador, a quarterback. Not sure, but okay. But New York Football Giants, all of my subscribers there, thank you once again for the gear. You're on the clock. Who's your pick? Now, my thought to end this week is inspired from a comment I read. And the comment says, be careful who you trust and who you allow in your space, because salt and sugar look alike. Salt and sugar look just alike. In other words, what I glean from this is what you see might not always be what it appears to be. Y'all, appearances can fool you. See, appearances can be very deceiving. Sometimes people or things can look similar to another, but it is not what it looks like. Let me delve a little bit deeper. Salt and sugar look alike, but they have different purposes and different taste. It's dangerous if you put a box of salt when you're making some lemonade and you misjudge it and think you got the sugar and you don't put salt in there. It's dangerous to put 2 cups of salt when you're baking a cake and misidentify it as sugar. That's why you got to pay attention to the elements, because everything that looks like something may not be what it appeared to be. You know what? Don't be fooled and don't be deceived by appearances. You must always be cautious. I want to end the week with this because I want you to think about this over the weekend. Have you made a mistake and you mistook salt for sugar? See, you've got to start off by being prayerful. And if something doesn't sound right, if it doesn't feel right, if it doesn't look right, your instinct, your intuition, your spirit of discernment is probably warning you, and it's probably dead on it. You ever had a gut feeling that something just don't sound right? This just don't feel right. That's because you done got some salt when you was trying to get sugar, or vice versa. Your instinct is rarely wrong. Salt and sugar look alike, but they have different tastes and chemical compositions. Y'all need to get focused and get balanced so you can start paying more closely attention. There are people who come in our lives and we think they're one way because they're showing us one side. But then once you get into it, you realize this person is nothing like what they initially appeared to be. Or have you ever taken a job and the job seemed like it was going to be great? All of the components were there that you were looking for when you applied. And then your first day of work, your second day, the second week, you begin to see things. And it's like, this not what it appeared to be. That's how life is. But you have to always be watchful and be prayerful. And there is nothing wrong when you mistake sugar for salt or vice versa. There's nothing wrong with, if it's in your control to do something about it, get out of it. When you make that pitcher of lemonade or a pitcher of iced tea and you mistakenly put salt in it instead of sugar, you can always pour it out and start over again. Now, you have to be mindful that there's some things you do in life, some choices that you make in life along the way. When something appeared one way and you got into that, and you stayed and stayed and stayed, and you just got complacent and thought, it's no way, I can't change this, I can't rectify this, I am stuck. That's why you have to pray. Because everything, every person that comes your way and appear a certain way may not be what you're looking for. Sometimes there are wolves in sheep clothing. What y'all think about that? Think about that over the weekend. Have you ever mistaken someone's appearance and they turned into something else? Salt and sugar. What say you? Y'all, think about your life over the weekend. Think about what you want to do with the rest of your life. I know that's a long way of thinking, but sometimes you got to modify and make some changes. Y'all, don't you want to be happy? Aren't you tired and sick and tired of the same old routine? Some of you got things you want to do. You got a bucket list, and for whatever reason, whether it's financial reasons, health reasons, or what have you, you're just stuck and you're not doing anything. Y'all, it's important that you have peace, and it's important that you have a level of joy and happiness. Get your life balanced out. Stop overwhelming yourself and taking on other people's stuff. I can't say this enough. Other people sometimes single you out and they appear to have it all put together, and then when you get to know them, these people are just messed up, and now they drop all their stuff and baggage on you, and now your spirit is always in an uproar and upset because salt and sugar, I got them mixed up. Now, I want you to remember this. Don't forget that tomorrow, a lot of people celebrate Good Friday, but my question is, what made it so good? A lot of people on Sunday, they are going to celebrate Resurrection Day, or Easter as they call it, which is the first day of the week, Sunday. All I can say is, if you know, you know. Y'all, comment, like, and share. And guess what? Life will get better for you. Sometimes we go through seasons of testing, but you will come out. And sometimes when you come out on the other side, things are better than it was before. God has a reason for all things. Don't get yourself all concerned and upset about what's going on around you, because I only know one person who controls everything, and that person don't live in Washington, D.C. If you know, you know. Watch as well as pray. Have a wonderful weekend. I will see you back on Monday. Enjoy time with your family. And don't forget what the real reason for Good Friday and Resurrection Day is. Because he lives. He is not in that tomb. He got up. Y'all, New York Football Giants, you are on the clock. Again, thank you all so much for all of your support, all of your emails, and thank you once again, those of you who are contributing via my Amazon wish list. It's linked in my bio, where all you got to do is hit the link and you can go. It'll take you straight to Amazon, and it'll show you my wish list. And thank you so much, those of you who have made purchases of my mini books and have donated to this channel. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. Y'all, we are doing very well with this channel. And you know what? Tell somebody. You know, there's a woman from Little Alachua County. She got a YouTube page, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Find me on any one of the platforms and follow me and subscribe to me. I'll see you back on Monday.